Hello my wonderful weirdlings, this is Beyond Authentic, where we go beyond the mundane to tell you all about authentic witchcraft. My name's Lisa and today we've got a handy cam, these are my hands, because we've got an unboxing. That's right, this has been sent with love from the UK. This is a witch casket. Okay, so this is how it turns up every month. It's in this 100% biodegradable plastic mailing bag, I guess. And yeah, I haven't looked in it, as you can tell. I'm just getting it open for the very first time. I need to be careful because the other side has my address on it. So there we go. For those of you that don't know, this is a monthly subscription service based here in the UK. It costs £29 for UK subscribers, £34 for European subscribers, and £36 if you are in the rest of the world. And I love this box. It's my favorite subscription box, and going into 2022 currently it's, I guess, my only subscription box. I do still have a coffee subscription and a deodorant subscription, and of course all the Disney Plus and Amazon Prime and all of that stuff, but that's pretty much, these are the only physical, this and my coffee and the deodorant are the only physical subscriptions that I am carrying on with going into 2022. So then let's open this up. Oh, I'm so excited for this. This is December's box. So this is what it looks like. Oh, there's a card on top. Free Spirit. What's this? This is use discount code SPIRIT10 for 10% off Emporium orders. Oh, I was probably not supposed to read that out. This smells absolutely lovely. It really smells lovely, but I love that. Look at that. I don't know whether it's a sticker or a card. It feels like a sticker. That is really cool. I like that a lot, so that's really cool. Right then, we do have our little guide which tells us all about the items in this month's box. Now, I'm not going to read any further into it. So this is all upside down for me, but anyway, I'm not going to read any further into it, but I will just read the little intro thing. And this is the element of spirit, which is so cool. Right, it says here, greetings magical witches. We hope the contents of our December casket encourage you to nurture a deeper spiritual connection and help you to connect to spirit to aid you in your magical work and your daily lives. Please read through this pamphlet so you can familiarise yourself with this month's magical items. With your social media posts, comments, likes and shares, you all make us feel so appreciated and loved, and we truly hope that you feel the same. We are so grateful for each and every one of you. Please do tag us in your posts using the hashtag #WitchCasket so we can easily find and share them. We notice and appreciate every single one of them, and they bring us so much joy. If you have any questions or comments, you can email info@witchcasket.co.uk with your feedback. We love hearing from you. Until next time, be well, Deb and Ella. And I've got to say, the Witch Casket team comment on every single one of the videos that I upload, so thank you so much for that. I'm not going to have a little look. See, oh, this one's torn, but never mind. I'm just having a look at a couple of the pictures from last month, because they do include people's photos from different social media streams. Right then, so I'm going to pop this just to one side. So on top of that, we had this, which I think is a sticker. So we'll pop that just there to one side. Right then, now this is upside down for me, and I'm just looking at the lid. So okay, is this a spell kit? It is. It says it's our Connecting to Spirit, contains everything you need to ask Spirit for insight. So this just comes in a little black envelope. So let's have a little look then. We get one of these every month, a different spell kit. So this month, I'll tell you what, shall I move the box a bit further back, and then you can see everything that's coming out of the various items. So then, that's everything from the little envelope. So we've got a tea light, we've got what looks like that, oh, what is that? That could be, I was thinking it was calendula, but I'm not sure what that is. That looks, it might be a couple of things, I'm not sure. We've got, is that, I'm not very good at spotting things straight off, but there's a very strong scent that is recognizable, but I just can't place. I've got to say, it's 4 AM as I'm filming this. No, that's not where the smell's coming from. I don't know. Anyway, let's have a look. So we've got a little card, and this says, Spirit, see what I write, then grant me your divine insight. So that's really cool. Just like a little card. So I'll pop that there. And then this is, I love the simplicity of this. Look at that. That's absolutely amazing. And this says, connecting to spirit, you will need a white candle, marigold seeds, cardamom seeds, which is what that is, marigold. So it was calendula. Calendula is just another name for marigold. And a card to write on. And then you've got your little spell working here, which looks really, really cool. It's a little meditation and spirits, not an evocation or an invocation, just a way of connecting to spirit. So that looks really interesting. And when I say spirit, I don't mean to like ghosts. I just mean to connecting with your spiritual self. So that looks very, very cool. I'm going to have a little read of that properly a little bit later on. But I really do like my meditational, sort of mindful type spiritual practice. So I'm really, really happy to have that. All right, then I did see there was a card on top. So is this our, oh wow, if that doesn't say as above so below, look at that, that is gorgeous. Witch Casket exclusive, and it's even printed on the back. So that is a really lovely, good, decent card stock. That is really nice. I like that a lot. It's sort of Tree of Life meets Spirit meets all sorts. I really like that. It'll be really interesting to see what that actually is on the description. So yeah, that'll be cool. Right then, there is it's got a scroll next. So I love also how with Witch Casket, all of the attention to detail, so all of the stickers, all of the design, everything always ties up together. Everything always kind of matches, which I think is absolutely wonderful. Right, I've also got into the habit of putting these little stickers, these ones, when I peel them off the scrolls, onto my laptop, just onto the sort of outer shell of the laptop, really. So I'll do that with that one. Then the scroll for today is Spirit, the Fifth Element. And it says, the element of spirit, sometimes referred to as the ether or the universe, is present in all things and is a bridge between physical and spiritual. And then we've got a lot of different information there on spirit. So that is super cool, actually. Now, for those of you that are regular on my channel, I don't show these on camera because the way I think of it, Deb and Ella make these and they come up with these each month for us, and they are for the subscribers. And there are plenty of other channels out there that do show this information, but I've just decided not to respect the fact that this is made for the subscribers. Now, I do know that there is a certain amount of gatekeeping and privilege involved in that, and I do know, you know, all of the socioeconomic sort of issues that are going on and just how that can be limiting for some people. But I also feel that as a small business that is trying to prosper and trying to survive through the global pandemic, just putting their secrets, putting their sort of business stuff out into the universe, as minor as it may be, I just feel that's a little bit disrespectful. But there are plenty of other creators out there on YouTube that feel different. So if you want to go and find out what's in the scrolls and everything, there are plenty of them that will hold it up on camera, show you what they are, all of that. If you want that information, you can happily go and find it. I just don't feel comfortable sharing that myself. Right then, let's have a look at what else is in the box. This feels like, oh, I don't know what this feels like. A book. It's a calendar. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, it's a desk calendar. Oh my God. So 2022 for me is the year of getting organized. I've got a notebook with things for every part of the two YouTube channels that I've got. So this one and also the health and beauty channel, and it's separated into different elements. So I've got the health side, the beauty side, I've got the general witchy stuff on this channel, but then I've also got podcast section for the podcast that me and Neil do. And I've got a general sort of section for lots of other social media stuff. So I'm really trying in 2022 to sort out a schedule. I've got a diary in, I've actually just bought a Poundland version of one of these. So I'm really excited to have a proper nice one for the back room. But I've got a calendar in the kitchen. I've got a calendar in the wall in the bathroom on the toilet, in front of the toilet. And this one will be in the back room. And then that means the one I've already got, that one can go in the bedroom. So yes, let's have a look then, shall we? Let's have a little sneaky peeky. Oh, wow. Oh no, actually this is really cool. Oh, I love this. Oh, it's not hugely like massively detailed and lots of information. It's just got the astrological sign. It's got the full moon and the new moon marked, because I always forget. I always forget. And then it's just got these the symbols there of the various elements. That is very, very, very cool. January, February, because I always forget the astrological signs. I am such a bad witch when it comes to astrology. I do not know my Aries from my Saggy, my Scorpio from my Capricorn. I've got no idea, so this will help. And I've been part of groups, and I've been parts of things, and I've drawn up witches' wheels so many times. Will that information stay in my head? Will it? Absolutely buggery. So yeah, I am super happy to have this. This is so cool. I love the simplicity of this design. It's so cool. It would have been very easy to have it overloaded with, you know, pentacles and spell castings and bottles and spell books and witches' cats and all of the paraphernalia. But this is so simple. You've just got the 5 elements on there with the pentagram, with the astrological sign, and with the dates. That is, oh, that is perfect. Here we go. The best star sign. Look at that one. Oh, well, the 2 best star signs, Rufus and me. I know, right? A Taurus and a Gemini. We're not supposed to get on, and yet we do. We absolutely do. He is the love of my life, the ground I walk on, the air that I breathe. He really, really is. But anyway, enough about that, or else I'll get mushy. So there we go. Cancer, July, that was Mum's birth date. August is apparently Leo. I'm learning that now. Wow, this is so cool. I didn't skip September then, by the way. It just flipped over to, I'm sure September is in here. Yes, look at that. All you Virgos, don't panic. See, I can tell you what the star sign is. That is so cool. Oh, what does this say? It says, because of the different time zones across the globe, the full and new moon dates can vary by a day depending on where in the world you are. This calendar is based on the timings here in the UK. Powerful new and full moon magic can be practiced within a day, either side of the moon phases. Absolutely, thank you. I have been saying this for 25 years. 25 years I've been saying this, and I am so fed up with TikTok, Witch Talk, InstaWitch, Instagram, all of those things saying you've got to do it on the exact day. No, it's a 3-day. It's the day itself and a day either side, because that's what happens. But there we are. That's all on that. That is so cool. And then as a little desk calendar, it just sits up. That is so cool. I am so happy to have that. I really am. That is going to get so much use. That is going to get, and the thing is, this is just big enough for me to mark something on there, put an asterisk or something on there, that there is something on that day that I need to do, and then use that to go and check the bigger diary or the bigger book or notebook or whatever it is. So that is very cool. I am so happy to have that. Oh, that's amazing. I don't know whether they did one of these last year, because I don't think I was subscribed in January last year. So yes, that is, I am made up for that. Thank you, Debonella. That is so very cool. Right then, and there's still more items to come. I mean, this is just such a cool box. It really is. Right, what have we got in here? Oh, this will be our tea. Normally we get 2 of these. Elemental tea blend for spirit. Yes, it is. Is there another one? Yes, there is. I really like their teas. I've actually started drinking these in the morning. I'll make my coffee, stir my intentions in, but what I will also do is make one of these teas and drink it alongside the coffee. I drink the coffee first to wake me up, and then I drink one of their teas to just kind of have as a second warm drink, but it takes a little while for it to cool down to be able to drink. So this is, it says, connect with spirit with this magical blend of jasmine and lotus. Oh, that sounds fancy. Brew with intent, stir clockwise and affirm, I invoke the elemental spirit to show me my limitless potential and connect me with all of creation. That is lovely. Oh, I love those. That's really cool. Love. Right then, if you can hear the dogs, by the way, it's because at 4 a.m. they are wondering why Mummy is up and talking. So yeah. All right, yes, I know, Mr. Eddie. I'll let you out in a minute. Oh, so then the next item, we've got a thing. I don't know what this is. This is a little pouch, but this feels like it's a spoon. It's a spoon. It's a spoon. Oh, this is so cool. Look at the elements on that. That is so cool. What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh, it's a spoon. Oh my God. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, I was looking for a magical spoon to stir my coffee with and just to, you know, use for herbs and things that are very specific. I did buy some spoons from a charity shop that I've got in the back room, that once we get everything sorted out in there, they are going to be the spoons for my herb blends and things, because I do like to use specific tools for doing things like that, especially with some of the spell kits and stuff that I sell on Etsy as part of authenticwitch.co.uk. We've got the Etsy shop, and so I do like using very specific items for those. But this is lovely. I don't know whether you can see. Yeah, look at that, catching the light. Wow, look at that. Oh, blinding. It's got a pentagram inlaid on the very top, and as you go down, there's the elements and a moon and all sorts. That is just stunning. That is absolutely stunning. I love that. I absolutely love that. Wow. Oh, and there are still more items in here. This feels like a very heavy box this month, I've got to say. So then, what else have we got? Let's find... all of these packing peanuts, by the way, all of these ones are made of starch, so they are complete. I mean, technically they're edible, but they are soluble in water. How do I know they're edible? Because I have chewed on one to make sure that they are fully safe, just in case the dogs or anyone get hold of one. So yeah, these, if you just put them in water, they dissolve into a mush, and they just go into the down into the drains and into the sink. But yeah, they are biodegradable and everything. So this is going to be our crystal today. What have we got this month? Oh, it just, well, I don't need to guess. I don't need to even guess or read what that says, because that is very clearly a quartz crystal. And it says so on there quite clearly. But yeah, that is, oh, they've inlaid it. Oh my God. Oh, I love it when they do these. Last month we got some protection stones, and I think the last element that I got was the water element. That was actually the first element box that I got. So that is very, very cool. That is beautiful. And it says here, quartz associated with the element of spirit, as it's associated with all elements. Quartz is a master healing crystal, a power stone which amplifies energy and enhances the properties of other crystals, can be used to open and align all of the chakras. Absolutely. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. That is very, very cool. I've got quite a nice crystal collection actually, but I love my crystals. I used to work as a crystal healer, but yeah, absolutely. Wowzer. Right, okay, let's see what else is in here. I think there's something very strong smelling, and I think it's going to be an incense. That's going to be what this box is. Yes, it is. It is jasmine and lotus incense. And oof, yes, that is the smell that I can sense. It says, invoke the element of spirit with this intuitive incense blend. Light the incense and affirm, I connect to spirit and I draw from the collective knowledge of the universe. Absolutely. Those are very, very, very scented and very cool. And these are Witch Casket exclusive items. So very happy to have these. I'm now getting quite a collection of incense. I don't tend to burn a lot of incense because of Rufus's asthma. But as the weather increases and it gets warmer and we head towards spring and summer, I will be using incense outside. So yeah, at the moment, I tend not to use it. But once the weather gets warmer, I will be able to use that outside. So that's what I'm keeping those for. And then I think the last item, oh no, there's several items. What? Right, okay. So we've got an amazing enamel pin. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. Silver and white enamel pin with it looks like the wheel of the year on it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it will be the wheel of the year with the circle. The 8-spoke wheel normally represents the wheel of the year. That is absolutely beautiful. I love their pins. I wear them. Probably one of their pins I've got on me most days. I'm not actually wearing one today in this hoodie, but normally I do. So that is beautiful. And then I did notice some cards or something here. Spirit Oracle cards. Oh, wow. Okay, wait, okay, let's put the box to one side. And there's still more items to come, everyone. Wow, they are totally spoiling us this month. Talk about, I was about to say talk about Christmas presents, but maybe not. Talk about festive presents, Yule gifts. This is absolutely amazing. Right, hang on, what are these cards? Now, if you don't know, I've been a tarot reader for many, many, many years. Getting on for, I would say, probably 26 years this year coming. I think that's about right. So I use a lot of cards. I've worked with Oracle cards. I do a free Sunday readings, or I do free tarot readings every Sunday on a live stream. So yeah, make sure you come and check us out for that. So these just say Spirit Oracle cards on the back of each one. Is there any kind of... Right, let's just go through them. So this one says, be joyous, allow the small things to bring happiness. And again, similar artwork in style to everything else. I love that. Be heard, it's time to communicate your feelings. You can heal, it's time to let go, with some lovely crystals. Perseverance, keep going, you're almost there. Love that. Protection, build a force field, protect yourself. Love yourself, you are divine magic. Look out, can you trust your surroundings? Manifesting, your desires will be fulfilled. Oh, I love these. Be true, there is beauty in authenticity. Abso-friggin-lutely. That's why the channel is called Beyond Authentic. That is what I believe beyond anything else. There is beauty, there is simplicity, there is truth in authenticity. Absolutely. See it through, your patience will be rewarded. Forgive yourself and others. That's beautiful. Look at that tulip there. Fortune will smile on you. Learning, your mistakes make you wiser. Love that. Mindfulness, recognize the magic around you. I love that. I practice mindfulness. I practice it on a daily basis. Oh, I love this design as well. This is, whoever's designed these are beautiful. Seriously, Witch Casket. Like, these could have gone on to be sold as a deck separate to yourselves, and this could have been a very big money spinner, because these designs are absolutely beautiful. Very simple, but very, very beautiful. Look at this one. It says, be silent, spirit has a message for you. Look at that tantric yoga pose. Look at that. It's stunning. New chapter, don't be afraid to start fresh. That reminds me very much of the transformation card in the Connolly Tarot deck with a similar arch and a doorway. You're safe, spirit is looking out for you with it's either going to be Saturn or Uranus, isn't it, with a moon. Boundaries, be honest with your feelings with a shield. Love that. Yes, Eddie. Good boy. Yes, I know. Energy, protect your energy, focus it wisely with some amazing lightning. And that is so true. That is so true. Limitless, your possibilities are infinite with a dove or some kind of bird. Go with the flow. I love this. The divine has a plan. Yeah, absolutely. There's a line that was written by one of my favorite ever authors, which is that we are all parts of the universe trying to make sense of itself. And I love that so much. Courage, forge ahead boldly with a lion. Beautiful. Gratitude, give thanks for all your blessings. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. And the last one is intentions. First intend, then believe. Look at those cards. Look at those. Hopefully there'll be some information in the little pamphlet about how best to use these. Oh, actually, having said that, it just says that on the back. Look, it just says, yes, Eddie. It just says, connect to spirit as you draw from the deck. Are you connecting to spirit? I know. Good boy. I'm sorry I woke you up, didn't I? But you've just had a treat. You've just had a little treat or something. I saw you munching it. It says, connect to spirit as you draw from the deck. Ask a question, turn a card. Pull cards to see what insight spirit has to share with you. Place a card in your magical space to represent intentions or to request answers. That's so beautiful. That is so beautiful. I am going to use these cards. That is absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. And they smell beautiful because they've been in the box with the incense. I've got to say, this box actually turned up 2 days ago as I'm filming this. I'm filming this, as I say, 4 a.m. on Tuesday morning, or 4:30 as it is now on Tuesday morning. And yeah, so this turned up on, oh gosh, it wasn't yesterday. It might even have been Saturday, you know. I think it was Saturday that this turned up. I just haven't managed to get round to actually filming yet. So apologies for that. I haven't been well. I had my COVID booster jab, so my third vaccine shot this week, and it knocked me out for 48 hours completely. But then I woke up and I was absolutely fine. So there you go. Right then, there was another item I saw in here underneath. Is that more cards? Oh no! Oh wow! Look! 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 It's an oracle card stand and candle holder. Oh no! If this is now, before I open it, me and Rufus have been working on a design pretty much for one of these that we've been working with to put into the shop for next year for authenticwitch.co.uk, and there is this synchronicity that Witch Casket has, that either the universe, the Akashic field, is sending me information that's going to be in the box, or I am tapped into that same kind of creative element that Deb and Ella are, because I'm telling you, the number of times I've been designing something and we've got plans for something, and then it's come in a Witch Casket box either that month or the month after. It's very, very interesting. So it'll be interesting to see what this design is like. If it's just... Oh, you wait till I show Rufus. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the fact that it's unbranded, actually. I do really love that. I love it when they brand their stuff. But I also love the fact that sometimes, you know, when things are unbranded, it just keeps things very, very simple. We were looking at doing something very similar, very, very, very similar, if not almost the exact same design. But just in plain wood with a stain, or possibly we were looking at some pyrography around the top. That's very funny. Right, okay, I'll tell you what, let's shuffle the oracle cards and we will pull a card. Okay, so we're going to pull a card and we will just see what that card is and what it has to tell us for today. Whenever you're watching this, this is what information you need to know right now. So let's have a look and see what we get. And there's obviously what I need to know as well, because I'm the one doing the pulling. Right then, so I'll cut the deck. It's hard with a smaller deck, but there we go. Cut the deck, and then the card that we have will slot into there. And then you light your tea light candle or a votive candle and pop that in there. So you can see more than I can. What is that one? Let's have a look. It is, you can heal. It's time to let go. Wow. Okay, yeah, that makes a hell of a lot of sense to me. Really interesting. So yeah, I can absolutely take that. I don't know about anybody else, but yeah, there you go. That is wonderful. That is so very, very cool. And I love the synchronicity of that design. I absolutely... To be fair, we were looking at something very, very similar, but the card would have gone in here, again, at a slight angle, because we were looking at, you know, keeping the card from flopping over the flame. And we were looking at pyrographying this and maybe pyrographying the front, but it will be obviously on a wider one, with the card kind of there in the background. But yeah, very, very, very similar. Oh, that is funny. So yeah, look out for the shop later in the spring of 2022, because you may well find a version of this with pyrography on it in a plain wood. But there you are. That is wonderful. I am going to pack it back up because I do just want to make sure that I don't lose any of the cards or any of the other bits and bobs from the box. But yes, that is the card, everybody. That is what we all need right now, I think, don't we? The whole world needs a bit of healing. We need to let go of our own expectations, let go of the things that aren't going to happen this year because of the pandemic, let go of those feelings of missing out or all of the rest of it. Let go of all of that and let's just live in the moment, shall we? It'll make things a lot easier in the long run. And then I think there's one more item in here, which is the heavy item. Is that everything? Yes, that is everything. Right then. And this is an elemental scrying bowl. No way. Oh wow, it says, before we look at it, let's read what it says. It says, use this magical altar bowl to represent the elemental spirit in your magical space. Fill the bowl with water, give the water a stir with either a quartz wand or your index finger. Again, the very first magical implement that you ever need. In fact, technically, you don't even need that, but like the best pointy stick, whether it's a wand or an athame or a sword, is your finger, because, you know, Yeah. Anyway, gaze into the ripples. Use your intuition to interpret any images, messages, or symbols that present themselves. You can also dip molten wax into water and look at the shapes which are formed in both the wax and the water as it moves, and in the hardened wax as it solidifies and floats on the surface of the water. Now, when we had the elements of water, we had a very similar sort of size box and a very similar bowl. In fact, it's the exact same size, but this one is black. Look at that. It's a scrying bowl. It's a scrying bowl. I mean, it's called a scrying bowl on there. I don't know why I'm getting excited. That is stunning. I don't know whether it's going to show up on camera, but it's not a plain black design. It's like almost like a mottled, almost looks like a matte black bowl which somehow is holding on to liquid or like water droplets. That is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And again, it's a Witch Casket exclusive. Wow, that is so stunning. Oh, I love their earthenware stuff, because this just, I don't know how many boxes that they are producing each month. I know that they are producing enough that they've just moved to a giant warehouse. I have spoken to them on Instagram, actually. Maybe in the new year I'm going to try and go over and do an interview with them, either via Instagram, or hopefully I'm going to try and see whether they'll actually allow me to go and take a little tour of the setup and everything. But oh my gosh, like, these are beautiful pieces. And even if they've got 5,000 subscribers, this is exclusive to them. So this is a limited edition piece that is very, very limited to you know, the number of subscribers. And at this moment in time, if you subscribe for January, you won't get this. If you stopped subscribing last month because, you know, you ran out of money for Christmas or whatever, which is totally understandable, again, you won't get this item. It is just a phenomenal piece. And I love earthenware pots and things like this, because this, I mean, yeah, it's a small pot. You can pick up a small pot anywhere, paint it black, you know, get a similar, very similar sort of effect. And I am all for DIY crafting and thrifting crafting and flips and all of that within the witchcraft communities. I really am. But I hold these very, very, very sacred, because it's a small number. And a bit like my friend Wayne used to talk about when he was talking about smithing, he would say that blacksmithing uses all of the elements to create an item. It uses fire, obviously. It uses metal, which is an element representing earth. It uses the water to quench the fire and to harden the steel or the iron. It uses air to pump the air into the fire so that it gets up to temperature. And of course, it uses spirit, because every single piece that is made has the designer's element, their character, their soul momentarily captured in that moment in time. Now, I know these probably aren't handmade pieces, but that doesn't matter. There's still a design element that's gone into this, and somebody somewhere's had to create this, and it uses all of those same elements, except replacing metal for the earthenware. So yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, these mean so much to me. They are tangible. They speak to me. They really, really do. And I am just beyond grateful to Deb and Ella for putting such an amazing box together. This is beyond anything I expected. And to be fair, I was thinking we might get some, you know, generic Yule themed items and winter themed items, but this is such a more special box. It really, really is. This is phenomenal. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Deb and Ella, for all of this, and your entire team for everything that you do with these boxes. Right, enough gushing, Lisa. Let's let's have a look at what's in here. Let's make sure I've got everything. So then we have the Scrying Bowl. Absolutely. It says here, oh, it's just got the same information that's on the back of the box. The Spirit Oracle deck. Let's put everything here nice and neatly in the front. We've got the Spirit Oracle deck. Absolutely. We love those. Absolutely love to see that. The stand and candle holder. Absolutely. That makes me smile just because of the synchronicity within that. But yeah, that is absolutely brilliant. the enchanting elemental spoon. Now this says, use our exclusive spoon to stir your potions, brews and elixirs. Stir your scrying water or as a beautiful herb scoop. Oh, of course, we can use that for our scrying water. Wow. Do you know, I'm also inclined to... Again, I'm a coffee addict. I am inclined to use this to scoop my coffee in the morning, put it into the coffee maker, and then when I stir my coffee, to stir my intentions in using this. That is what I have half a mind to use that for, because that will be used every single morning in my spiritual practice. So yeah, that will go there. The Magical Dates desk calendar. Another Witch Casket exclusive item. Where can we put that? Let's put that there so you can see that there as well. The Elemental Witches Brew and Affirmation. Yep, that again is another Witch Casket exclusive. And as I say, I do like their teas. Let's flip the page. We have the Parchment Scroll. Absolutely, that will go into my Book of Shadows. I've got a dedicated A4 Book of Shadows where all of these go into. Connecting to Spirit Ritual Kit. Yep, oh yeah, I forgot we had that. We've got our ritual kit for the month. So let me just move everything else to one side. Absolutely, we've got that. So let's place that just there like so. The Elemental Enamel Pin. Yes, I've just moved that. That's there. That is rather beautiful, isn't it? Look how everything is in this dove grey. It's so lovely. Elemental Engraved Quartz Crystal. Absolutely. That there. The Free Spirit Elemental Sticker. Oh, it is a sticker. It was a sticker after all. Yes, it was. So we have that here. Yes, we do. Pop that just there, I guess. No, where can we pop that so you can all see it? There we go. I'll tell you what, we'll just put that there like so. The incense I missed off, so we'll go back to the incense, the elemental incense. Absolutely, this is really, really strong smelling. It's absolutely lovely. So yeah, we've got our incense. Just pop that there. And then the last item is our elemental art print. This is representing spiritual connections. This month's art print was created by our in-house designers exclusively for our December casket. Wow. All spells and rituals are created by Witch Casket's co-founder Deb, an experienced practicing witch exclusively for Witch Casket. Absolutely. That is such a wonderful, wonderful box. That really is a wonderful box. For £29, I mean, you couldn't get these items in a witchy shop for, what I would say, for less than 50. Absolutely. That is amazing. I am over the moon, blown away, and deeply, deeply grateful. I know I pay for this box, and I do pay for it. I don't get this for free. They've never asked, as far as I know, they've never asked me or any other of the reviewers on YouTube or Instagram to kind of, you know, blow smoke up their arse or to give positive reviews. They like that we all give authentic opinions. But I've got to say, like, as a collection of items to help connect to spirit and to follow a spiritual witchcraft practice, that is absolutely wonderful. That is really, really, really wonderful. If you like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up, and also if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and then ding your bell and change your icons to all. That way YouTube should let you know each and every time we upload a video. Let me know down in the comment section, everybody, what you think about this box. Let me know if you get Witch Casket. Let me know all your thoughts and feelings and opinions about it. I did miss out on Cures and Curses this month because I was too late grabbing it again, but I do think I'm going to try and get the standard January box, not the Egyptian box that they're doing, just the standard January box, because I'm not really into sort of Egyptology or the Egyptian sort of pantheons. It's not something that's ever really spoken to me because it's not really from my culture. So for that reason, it leaves me, it's not that it leaves me cold, but it's just not something that I'm deeply drawn to. So yeah, so I'm not going to get the Egyptian box or the bag, but I am thinking of just getting the ordinary January satchel. And that's Elvie or Ruby snoring there in the background as well. But anyway, so from me and the Wide Awake Doggos at 4:44 in the morning, I will say thank you very much for watching this. And remember, as we always say, stay you, stay weird, stay authentic, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.